What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a brand new review for the Belle Collective on you guys. This is season 3, episode 11, you guys. The episode is titled Clifton Rogers Neighborhood. Very interesting title, but okay, I guess. But before we're going to get into it, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, you guys, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Belle Collective, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode we open up and we are seeing So Gucci and her daughter D, right? So they're having a mother-daughter date with each other, and it was cute. So we find out that, you know, D and the father of her child, they're not seeing each other right now. They're currently on a break, taking space, you know, getting space from each other, right? And, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that if you guys realize that there are some issues in the relationship and, you know, we just need to take a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a break from each other, then, and if we feel like, you know, we need to, you know, if we feel like we should get back together and make it work out for the sake of our child, then I'm all here for that, right? I think that's a good thing. So then, you know, they started talking about the fact that, here's my thing. They talk about Selena and So Gucci pressing charges against her, right? I said it last week and I'm going to say it again this week, right? The issue that I have with So Gucci filing is not necessarily the fact that I have an issue that she filed charges against Selena. I don't have an issue with that. The problem lies for me with So Gucci is the fact that you press charges against the woman, but you were you participated in this situation as well with So Gucci with Selena. It's not like Selena just came up to you out of the clear blue sky and just punched you in your eye. That did not happen. You had a hand in this. Like, you absolutely had a hand in what happened between you and Selena. So for you to sit here and just really put it all on Selena, I don't like that. And like I said last week, honestly, I would be surprised if whoever she, you know, when she pressed charges, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't throw it out like they did with Candace and Monique, you guys. Like, that's my personal thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it's tossed out of court. So after that, you know, here's the thing. Here's another thing, right? I don't have an issue with the fact that D has her mom's side, right? I'm cool with that too. D can have her mama's side, but when it comes down to it, D wasn't at that party that, you know, Latrice had. So D really can't speak to what happened and what did not happen. Like, you can't speak to what happened and didn't happen. And that's like a big problem for me, is the fact that I feel like D is inserting herself and saying, oh, well, you know, they've been doing this for years and this and that. They may have been doing things to you guys for years, and that's okay. You guys have that feeling. Like, even when D was talking about the fact that, you know, when the girls were on Bring It, they had the shine when she didn't. But now they have the shine, and so in a sense, what I think that they're trying to say, what it comes off to me as, it's like they're trying to say that they have an issue now that, you know, we're on television and they aren't. Like, that was kind of the vibe that I was getting from them. But again, please tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments section, because again, that was what I was getting. I don't know that that is true or not, but it's definitely what I was getting from them. But yeah, like I said, I just don't like the fact that I felt like D, granted, you can take your mama's side, you can have your mama's side, but you weren't there to say that this happened, right? Because your mama was right there with the shits. Your mama is as much a part of this as Selena is. So we're not gonna sit here and pretend like your mama is just some innocent person who was just minding her business, because she was not just minding her business. She came over there and she did what she did to Selena, And I'm gonna repeat it one more time for everybody, right? So no one gets upset. Selena should have ignored So Gucci. So Gucci could have spoke to Selena. It wasn't an issue. It's not an issue on either. Like, they both have a part in this. But let me know what you guys think, and we're gonna move forward, you guys. So next up, we got Latrice and Ikea, right? So they met up for a one-on-one with each other, and they talked about So Gucci's party, and they talked about the fact, how disgusted Cliff was. I was like, was he really disgusted? Because you couldn't pay me to believe that Cliff was disgusted at that party, because Cliff seemed like he was very much interested. Well, not interested, but he was very much so. His attention was drawn to that man and his penis. But hey, it is what it is, right? So Latrice said to not Selena, but to Ikea that yeah, I came to the party, and I came to the party because despite what is going on between me and the Bells or any of the Bells, I'm gonna always be there to support the Bells. And I was like, I like that. That's very admirable, right? That now there's one. Now, if I was Latrice, there would be one Belle that I just could not support, and that would be Marie Monroe. Actually, no, I would be able to support Marie because honestly, for me personally, these are my personal opinions, and you guys can let me know what you think. But when it comes to Marie and Latrice, the situation between them, it's really not that deep, right? I know that Marie was upset with Latrice about the things that were said on social media about her business, right? And absolutely, she has every right to be upset about that, right? But you also attacked her business as well. So when Marie comes, it's like Marie sometimes comes off as if she's done absolutely nothing to Latrice, right? Because you did. You attacked her business, and even so, if Latrice did come back and put people up to doing this on social media about you, then like we always say, right? You can't do stuff to a person and then tell a person how to react to the things that you've done to them. You just can't do that. So when it comes to Marie, we just can't dictate how Latrice responded to you attacking her business. Do I think it might have went a little far? Absolutely. But like I just said, we can't tell a person how to respond and react to the things that you do. That's just how it is, you guys. But I definitely want you guys to tell me what you guys think about that down in the comment section below, you guys. And we shall pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, we see Letitia and So Gucci, right? So they met up with each other. They're going to go work out, right? I saw them walk maybe an inch, and they just stopped and started talking. I was like, first of all, y'all was never gonna work out because Letitia got her wig on. I was like, that wig is installed very well, so y'all ain't gonna work out. Yes, she might got her workout gear on. She had her wig on and she had her face beat. I was like, baby, ain't no way in hell that she is finna sit there and get her makeup done. You can't pay me to believe that. You can't make me believe that she is sitting there and getting her makeup done. But okay, girl, if that's what y'all want to say, I believe this. I really don't, but okay, let's just go for it, right? Go for broke. Go for broke. So, they're talking about everything, and so Gucci tells Letitia about the situation with Dee and the father of her child. And like I said a few minutes ago, I think it's good that maybe they realized that they weren't in a good place, so they said, let's just put a button in it for right now, and then let's reevaluate and revisit, instead of it being a situation where they get into an argument with each other, they break up, and it becomes a situation where it becomes a bitter, BM, I don't like that term, BM and BD. That's why I'm not going to say what they mean, but it could have been one of those situations. So I'm glad that it's not necessarily that situation, right? So then, so Gucci is telling Letitia about this event that she's gonna have, where she and JJ, they give back to the community, right? Where they give them, I think she said the previous year before, they gave out pajamas. So this year they're giving out clothes, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'm like, that's really cool. And that's one thing about, when it comes to reality shows, yes, we like the mess, right? But we also, in the same realm, like to see when the women or anybody just do good in the community, right? So I'm wondering, when was this scene filmed, right? Because when So Gucci was talking about Latrice, she's still talking about she got a bone to pick with Latrice and how she feels like with Latrice set her up with that situation with Selena. And I was like, oh my God, why are we revisiting history? Like, why do you think that she set you up? Like, that is something that I just wasn't understanding. Why do you feel that Latrice set you up to get into that fight? Let's go back and revisit it, right? Shall we revisit that fight and tell you guys why Latrice did not set that up? So Latrice did not set that fight up for three particular reasons, right? Because let's go back to Star's baby shower. They were getting along at the baby shower. There was no animosity at the baby shower. Y'all were cool and copacetic at the baby shower. So then we get to Latrice's event. And So Gucci, this falls on you. You came into that event and you went up to Tambra and you spoke to Tambra and completely ignored Selena. Then Selena grabbed you and said, "Is that the only person you see?" Then you came back with the extra comment and all that kind of stuff, right? And then she said what she said to you. You bucked at her and y'all got into the fight. So where in that situation does Latrice come into play? Where did Latrice set this up? Tell me where Latrice set that up. And if anybody out there can say, oh yeah, if you guys can even tie Latrice into that, please put it in the comment section below. If you can put it in the comment section below, I'm gonna ask you. Never mind. I'm gonna say this. If you can put it in the comment section below, I got something for you. I really do. Like I have something for you next week. I have something for you if you can put it in the comment section. And I'm being serious as hell. Like I really have something for you. But I just can't see how you can put that on Latrice. There's nothing like and when I say set it up, how did she set it up? Don't say, I don't want nobody to say, oh well, she invited them there knowing that they had an issue. No, she didn't. She did not invite them there knowing that there was an issue. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. So yeah, that's not gonna cut. That's not gonna fly if you say, oh well, she knew that they didn't like each other. They didn't like each other at the baby shower. So why didn't they fight at the baby shower? They chose to fight at her event. So where's the setup? And here's the thing, what I will say, unless you know Latrice personally, and there's only one person that I know who knows Latrice personally. One person I know that knows Latrice personally. If you know Latrice personally and she told you that she set it up, that's the only thing that's going to suffice for me. If you tell me that Latrice called you and said, "Hey, so yeah, I did set that shit up. I knew that So Gucci was going to come there." But how could she set that up how could she set that up? Again, So Gucci came up and didn't speak to Selena. So yeah, Latrice didn't set that up, but hey, let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys, so next up, let's just knock Latrice out the way since we're talking about her. I really don't want to talk about Latrice because I'm starting to see what they're saying, but I still do think that, especially when Marie brought it up about a month or two ago, when the episodes first started, when the show first started, right? I do think that I do think that there might be something there. We don't know what Cliff does behind closed doors, right? But in person, in front of the camera and in front of the girls, he's very disrespectful to Latrice, right? He talks to her like she's a little girl. It's just the way he talks to her, and I don't like it, right? And it's very emotionally abusive, right? So we see them as they had dinner, and she was getting ready to tell Cliff that she signed a deal with Ulta Beauty. And I was like, congratulations, Latrice. That is a big deal. And he was in his feelings because she didn't run the contract by him. Sir, What attorney are you? Are you an attorney? Because if you're an attorney, then yes, I can understand that. Are you a business attorney? Like, come on, Latrice. I've said it before, you guys. I'm not one of those people who will tell a person that you need to divorce your husband. And that's not what I'm gonna stick true to that, and I'm not gonna say that. But I think Latrice needs to look at her marriage and reevaluate it because her marriage just does not look healthy. Especially the fact that she calls him Zaddy. And she said it later in the episode with her mama that she's gonna stop calling him Zaddy because, she has daddy issues. And I'm like, thank you for doing that. Call that man Cliff or something, but don't call him Zaddy. I always cringe every time that she calls him Zaddy. I've cringed since season 1. She calls him daddy, right? Zaddy. But he got upset with her because she didn't include him on her business. And can't nobody say, well, he put money in her business. I don't give a damn if he put $1 in her business. It is still her business. She can do whatever the she wants to do with her business, right? So, yeah, after that dinner, she went to stay with her brother, right? So she tells her mom that she just wants Cliff to treat her like an equal. And unfortunately, I just don't think that that's going to happen because I think he's a man of a particular generation, and they have the ideas of what a wife should be and what a wife shouldn't be, right? But yeah, it is what it is. Let's pause here and wrap up this episode, you guys. So we see Letitia and that ugly ass wig. I was just like, oh my God, the fact that I just had to keep sitting there looking at that wig. That wig was terrible. Oh my God, that wig was horrible. Oh my God, that wig, that wig, that wig, that wig, that wig. I just really want to take that wig off and just throw it into an incinerator because it was hurting my eyes. But Letitia in that wig was doing an interview with the local news, right? And she was talking about the brunches, how she's talking about the brunches and her books. Did she say the name of her book is Side Chicks Are Women Too? They are women, but I mean, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. So Marie came down, right? And they talked, right? So she told Marie that she wants to put together a panel and she wants Latrice and Marie on that panel. Now, let's backtrack to Marie, right? Every time somebody mentions Latrice, it's like with Marie, she just goes, it's like kryptonite for her. And I get it. You feel the way you feel about Latrice, right? And that's fine. I don't care. But if you don't like a person, don't let them, like, literally with Marie, you're letting Latrice know that she has this power over you. And it's very, very stupid, right? So Marie has an issue with Letitia because when it came out that, when Essie sat down with Latrice, right? And she said that she knew the people, right? And Marie says that, Letitia didn't apologize. So Letitia apologized to her, right? So then they talk about Glenn. So Glenn and Letitia, they back dating, but they haven't moved in with each other. The thing that I will say with Marie, I really do want Marie just to let go of that. I need Marie to let it go, right? You might not forgive her or forget. Here's the thing. Forgive, but don't forget what happened, right? You can forgive the girl and be like, you know what, girl, we can move forward, but I'm still gonna remember what you did to me. So it's always gonna be in the back of my brain that you did this to me, that you did that to me, da 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 da. And I'm fine with that, but girl, let it go, like Elsa said, right? Because like I said, you can't control, like you can't do something to people and then dictate how they react to what you did to them. You cannot do that. You can't. It's just not something that we can do. So I will say that I noticed that the ladies got new confessional looks. Letitia's new confessional look was amazing. Loved it. Latrice's new confessional look, I liked it, right? I even like Akia's new confessional look. I don't know if So Gucci got a new one. And I don't think that Marie got a new confessional look. Tamra got a new one and I hated it. So everybody shows up for So Gucci's event and they all helped out. Even Sanjay and Sky showed up, right? And it was okay. It was cool. Nice to see everybody giving back to the community, right? So then at one point, Letitia pulled Latrice to the side to have a conversation with her about, her relationship with Cliff, right? And I like the fact that Letitia pulled her to the side and had the conversation, right? Instead of having it with all the bells. But let's backtrack. You guys know how I am. I got to keep it real and be a buck, right? I like that she did it in this particular moment, but you haven't been doing that because at So Gucci's birthday party, you, Marie, and the other ladies, y'all had the conversation about Latrice's marriage behind her back. So I just need y'all to be consistent with what y'all do, right? It's okay to sit down and tell your friend, like, girl, I'm worried. If you need to talk, come and talk to me. Even Akeisha said the same thing to Latrice. Like, if you need to talk about anything in marriage, come talk to me. And I definitely do think that Latrice needs to talk to some of the girls. Like, now I don't know if I would talk to, no shade to you, Letitia, right? It's no shade, but I don't know if I would go to Letitia for marital advice just because of Glendale, not her, just because of Glendale. But I do like the fact that she sat down with Latrice and had the conversation with her. But again, like I said, we got to be consistent with this stuff. Like, let's stop doing this situation where we talk about it behind her back and then we bring it to her later. Like, I don't like that per se. But that was the episode, you guys. Please let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. You guys subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, you guys. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.